Alright folks, a pleasant good morning, good evening and good afternoon based on their location. My name is Yasa Suba and I'm here with my colleague
Masiami Kone.
And we are here with our members from the team. I'm Tudy Williams and that of Damawa Fufana. Today we are here in district number 17. On yesterday we were here right at the St. Paul's Bridge. Today we are here. It's a continued process. The demolition from the Ministry of the Public Works. Today we are here to showcase all of what that's happening here from the Ministry of Public Works. So this demolition exercise started in Clariton. We were in Clariton a few weeks ago and we spoke highly of that. We interviewed some people who, were able to speak towards the demolition process, and they expressed a lot of, according to them, they believe that development comes with pain. So whenever there is an exercise like this ongoing, they feel excited, they feel happy, even though some of them were affected by what's going on. But nevertheless, they have expressed interest in it, and I think it's a great thing. And other people gave kudos to the government for carrying on this initiative. Matter of fact, this process is being done by the Ministry of Public Works in collaboration with GCAI. So wherever you are, I would like to say thanks so kindly for following us. My name is Yasa Subaya. I now go over to my colleague Masami to say a few words, and then we can now showcase what's happening from behind us.
So thank you, Yasa. Like my colleague Yasa said, this project is a bridge-to-bridge project from the Gibraltar Bridge to the St. Paul River. The Gibraltar Bridge, which is from the in-town bridge Freeway to the St. Paul River. So this project is a tail phase of this project. This project began from Freeport to St. Paul Bridge. Over the past few months, the second phase began from Clariton, from Vai Town to Clariton, some part of last week. And today, Vai Town to Freeport. And today we are here across the St. Paul Bridge, to be precise, district number 17, Mangastan. And for today, I think Public Works, few police who are on the field now will take the demolition from across the St. Paul Bridge, Mangastan.
The Liberia National Police were here yesterday, Masiami, and we were right at the St. Paul River's Bridge, and they were here making sure that all of what that is being done here by the Ministry of Public Works was carried on smoothly. And matter of fact, we witnessed few citizens that had their businesses along the road. They were able to get all of their materials from in their various shops, get all of their materials from in their homes before the Ministry of Public Works came and then started this demolition process. And we also spoke with others who expressed interest highly about this initiative. Like I said, they always say development comes with pain, so it's expected. But then, however, they have embraced this process, so it's just free, fair, and transparent. But however, yesterday we witnessed huge person of the Liberia National Police. They were here yesterday making sure that this process is being put under control. And this is just a normal thing because we have community dwellers that are all here. They are here to witness this event. They are here to witness this process. So let us now move to the next site and show you all of what that's happening here. But this is it. The earth moving equipment machine is here and it's carrying on their normal exercise like they normally do. And they are here with few workers from the Ministry of Public Works. Right before us is, members from the Liberia National Police and that of the PSU. They are here, making sure that this process is carried on smooth and transparent. So folks, let us now showcase what's happening. Kindly leave your comments below. If you just joined us, we'd like to say welcome. This is LNTV Liberia Live. My name is Yasa Suba and I'm here with all of my colleagues. Together we are bringing forth this live broadcast.
So Yasa, let's just talk about demolition that occurred over the past few months to Douala. We always need the demolition from Douala to St. Paul Bridge, and from Douala to St. Paul Bridge, those who got their shops to continue, some of them were crying. And a lot of them share their grievances, but other development comes with pain, and a lot of people share their grievances. A lot of people share their grievances. Some of them were even crying. We talked with some people. All what they were saying that the Ministry of Public Works to continue with the road project, because in our simple Liberian English, we interviewed a woman and she said the people will not continue on the road and at the end they not face the road. So we are appealing to the government to please hurry up with the demolition process, according to some marketers in Douala.
Yeah, and there's a plan by the GCI, like I rightly stated, and that of the Ministry of Public Works to see how best to extend the road, to expand the road, so that those that are bringing goods from all parts of the counties, like for instance, we have Bomi, we have Grand Cape Mount County, you name it, and we have people that are bringing goods to Central Monrovia. So when this road process is extended, it will benefit not just committed dwellers here, but it's going to benefit Liberians as a whole. It's going to benefit citizens,
especially for our market women, market men who take goods from Bomi County, Grand Cape Mount, and Babolu County. And this project is to help reduce the traffic congestion of this road.
Definitely.
So if you are just joining us again, we'd like to say thanks for following this live broadcast. We are broadcasting to you live across the Simport River, to be precise, district number 17, Bangastan community. So we'll encourage you to please share the live broadcast. Please share, like, and comment this live broadcast. And I'm here with my colleague Yasa Zubar. I'm here with my colleagues Yasa Zubar, Damawa Fofana, and Anthony Williams. We are here with the Deputy Director General for New Media and Rebranding, D-Flow Flomo II.
So folks, let me just bring you up to speed about this project. So this project is the Japan Freeway Extension Project. It's ongoing for, like we normally say, the Demolition project, and this project involves extending the Japan Freeway, formerly New Hasomala Drive. So the GCA was the one that did that, and this is the second phase, which is from Monrovia to Gabriel Tucker Bridge, aiming to ease traffic congestion, improve connectivity, and foster economic growth. So key aspect of this project focuses on a 1.9 kilometer stretch from the Japan Freeway, extending from the Freeport of Monrovia to the Gabriel Tucker Bridge. So there's change. On March 12, 2025, the government of Japan and Liberia signed an agreement for the extension of the Japan's freeway. So folks, if you just joining, thank you so kindly. On yesterday we are here at the St. Paul Rivers Bridge. Today we are here. So this project, according to workers from the Ministry of Public Works, it told us that this project going to last for the next 10 days because it's going as far as Watersa. So this is just a continuing process from what we have been doing. Nothing changes. We are still seeing huge presence of community dwellers. We are still seeing police. They are here making sure this process is carried on smoothly. We are still seeing people expressing their interest in this development, and I think it's a good one for Liberia because whenever there's a how do you call it, project like this is ongoing in the country, citizens aim to benefit from it. So I mean, it's just a normal thing, Masiame.
Yeah, it's just a normal thing. So once again, if you are just joining, we'd like to say thanks for joining. Please like, share this broadcast. So the project is to help improve the road traffic link and transportation flow as part of the work involved demolition of structures along that corridor from the Gabriel Tucker Bridge to the St. Paul Bridge, from Freeport to the St. Paul Bridge. So after the demolition, it tried to clear drainages to reduce flooding. Like when we're on our way coming, we showcase some flooding alongside there. Claratown, built from Claratown to Freeport. So the demolition involved exclusive but significant properties in along with swap transferring with drainages, some overpasses, bridges, and overpasses road congestion as part of the plan. The authority are doing assessments and planning compensation reallocation for affected properties owners in some cases. Also, pavement work is ongoing at the Freeport corridor to the St. Paul Bridge. So if you take a look at from Freeport to Lokitan Slimo, the pavement of the road already go on. So once again, if you are just joining, we would like to say thanks for joining, thanks for following this live broadcast. We are broadcasting to you live across the St. Paul River, along the Banget Sound community, to be precise, district number 17. So I will just join my colleague Anthony Williams.
Folks, thank you, Masiami, and thanks, Yasa, for adding your analysis. We'll try our best to talk to the supervisor there. If you look closely towards the operator, the excavator there, let's see if we can hear from him quickly to tell us how far they intend to go today. Yesterday, we spoke to him and he was bringing us up to speed on today's activities. So we want to see if we can join him and hear from him this morning to tell us how far they intend to go. Have a conversation with him. Boss, thanks for granting us the opportunity to talk to you again. Yesterday, we had a brief conversation about the work that is ongoing. And you told us how long it would take us, like 10 days. And today marks our second day since we joined the St. Paul Bridge area. So let's talk about today's work. I see your operator is doing quite a magnificent job by breaking all these structures down. Let's talk about what is our target today and how far do we intend to go also.
Okay, so thank you. So like I said yesterday, we came late and we were able to be around here yesterday around the St. Paul Bridge. But for today, we extend as far as Iron Gate.
Iron Gate area.
Yes.
Okay. Come just a little closer. Thank you.
So
you can kindly introduce yourself again for us.
Okay, well, so I'm Sylvester Nyonyo Koro. I'm the supervisor for this project from St. Paul Bridge to Paul River. So, like we said yesterday, the work is scheduled for 10 days, but we'll do our best at least to take at least 4 or 5 days to complete the work.
Okay. So today, how long do we intend to go? Because I was here just yesterday, and I mean, we really didn't go far. We're still here almost at St. Paul Bridge. We've not left St. Paul Bridge yet. How far do we intend to go? Does it depend on the kind of structures we have in a way to determine how long we go per day?
Okay, so you know the starting part, everything is very hard. Yeah. So yesterday was kind of difficult to get the manpower and the equipment together, but now the equipment is a little bit larger. So as you can see this morning, just this morning we are around here. So before the day go to an end, we'll be around either Lakere or Province 2.
Around Lakere or Province 2.
Sure.
And also there are folks who are complaining about not being informed and all of that. What do you have to say to that?
Okay, so even if you give everybody notice for 10 years, after the 10 year elapsed, they will stay one time. We agree that people are in the government right away and they have the structures and we are demolishing it. It's painful, but development comes with pain. So we stay talking to them. As you can see, I think somebody is there jacking the continuum. Yeah. So as soon as we get to you and you have a continuum there, we'll give you the 10 to 15 minutes to get a continuum off the place. Then we pass on. But as you can see, many of the people are doing their own self-demolition. So it's kind of a little bit easier for us as compared to the previous work we're doing in Douala.
Yeah, sure, definitely. And I see your operators are doing well. At the same time, you're also removing some of the debris. You're trucking them. Are you making use of them also?
Oh no. So what happens is that we can break the place down. We can do demolition and leave the deck bricks there. So we take the deck bricks and carry it somewhere to dispose it, so that you can create space for the pedestrian and other cars that will be passing by.
You're disposing of them actually?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for talking to us, except if there is any additional detail you want to give to us.
Oh, well, so we want to use this medium to call on all Liberian either in government right away or people who buried in alley to see this as an opportunity. That the day you had the opportunity to go buy land, you should observe the alleyway, and you should observe the waterway, and you observe the runaway. Nobody should allow you to build in the waterway, in the alleyway, in the government railway, then tomorrow to feed the kind of opinion that other people are feeding today.
So there are folks who also are complaining, but let's talk about, is there anyone who is getting special preference? Nobody's getting special?
So nobody's getting special preference. We're working according to the way that we're supposed to work. So as you can see, if you see the high tension line, you see the line going, and you see almost all the people that are on the tension line, we are getting them from there. So nobody is giving special preference. We're working in accordance with what we're supposed to do.
So what's the distance from the old spot or the main road to how far we are going in terms of clearing?
So the issue about the road is many of us consider the place the car can pass to be the road. But no, this road is 150 feet. From the center of the road, on the left is 75, on the right is 75. Now we are taking 60 from the left, 50 from the left, and taking 48 from the right.
So no wonder why the right looks wider than the one on the
So
other
you
side.
see the bridge from the St. Paul bridge, where you have the first bridge.
We got two bridges already, by side by side.
Thank you. So just look at the alignment of the bridge, and you know what we're discussing.
So one last question. So what criteria are you using to determine which structure should be demolished?
The criteria we're using, the criteria is that all the people who is in government railway need to be removed. So that's the criteria we are using.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us.
So,
So folks, that was the demolition supervisor for the demolition process. He was telling us how far they intend to go, how fast they intend to go with this work. But it also has to do with the kind of structures that are in the way. Where they are currently is where they've got a huge number of structures to remove. But once they get around the Lakeri end and other places beyond, there aren't more structures in the way, especially towards the Po River end. So, but you did hear him. They are going a little further on the right side than other portions that are on the road. So it depends the engineering or the diagram that have been brought or the blueprints of the road project to determine how deep they will go in terms of structures that are in the right of way. So we're just here to highlight the work that is ongoing like we did on yesterday, and eventually we will be following them as they go ahead with this demolition process. But still can stay with us. My colleague Masami and Yasa will continue with the coverage. Thank you, Masami.
thank you so much, Anthony. So like he said, this project is a bridge-to-be project, and today they are going as far as the Iron Gate, to be precise, around the Lokere school. So for this demolition will take up to 10 days from across the St. Paul Bridge to the Po River or Bo Waterside community. So we are still here bringing you this live broadcast of this demolition process. So we'd like to say please like, share this live broadcast, please like and share. So I will now join my colleague Yasa Subar. Yasa. I will now join my colleague Yasa Subar so she can just bring you up to speed.
Thank you so much, Masiami Kane. You want to face the camera? Okay, folks, so like my colleague Masiami Kane rightly stated, we are still here. On yesterday, we were right at the St. Paul Rivers Bridge, and we keep coming in front, so it's just a continued process like she normally stated. We're in Clara Town, from there we're at the Freeport. We were in St. Paul Bridge on yesterday, and we just moving. So like the Ministry of Public Works employees said, this project, according to them, is a 10 days project for the demolition. But however, folks, let us showcase what's happening behind us, and from there we can, read through your comments for recognition.
So thank you, Yasa Supervisor. I will just read you the comment for your recognition. So we are still here bringing you up to speed this live broadcast. So if you are watching, just notify in the comment section. Ali Famule say good day. Rolling as Toga say good work. So Abu Dukle say good JMB JKK. So Prince Kokwesi said, I'm watching from Vai Town community. So Jeanette and Morris say, I'm watching from Kakatan, Mangibi County. So Ambassador Dukte, my likely not get any pronunciation for Ambassador Dukle said, Philip. Ambassador Philip said, I'm watching from Grand Bassa County. So Solomon Evdo says, I'm watching from West Territory District. Sorry, I might not get that district pronounced but right. Grand Bassa County. Those are our friends. You don't want to see development, let them bust their ear. So Naomi Tabo says Sylvester Noah. So DTV Liberia, how the 4-lane will pass on to take the railhead fee or pass this bridge. So we don't have questions for that. I think we'll interview Sylvester. So Pendo Davis watching you from Philadelphia. So thanks for following, thanks for watching this live broadcast. So they showcase the entire demolition project.
I mean, obviously, some of these structures are not really strong. They're made of dirt, they're made of dirt. So you can notice the excavator is not taking quite a long time to have them brought down. But of course, obviously, for that reason, it's actually moving a little faster than what it was yesterday. Yesterday was a little slower. Than what it is today. It's kind of moving a little faster. Also, one of the reasons why the guy started late yesterday, you heard it from the supervisor, was because they had to allow folks to remove their own stuff, give people the chance to demolish their own structures and remove valuables. So, but I can guarantee you, with all that, there are still structures that have not been touched by the actual owners. I mean, they still crying for time. But again, you heard it from the supervisor. If you were to even give all the time, you will still have people still occupying the structure once you come back. So they have to take the bitter pill and make the crucial decision. Yeah. So folks, thanks for watching. Keep following us. We will just do this for some time, maybe an hour and a half or so. Then we can bring it to our end, but we can't follow all through. These folks are going as far as Port River. Today, their target, according to the supervisor, should be somewhere around the Lakere area, and then they can call it a day. So, and then they've got 10 days, but you heard it from him, within 4 days they can be able to complete this demolition. So that's going to be some magnificent work, because a 10-day period, you have a 10-day to cover, and then you can do it in 4 days time. That's quite some serious work. But again, we just have to bring you, the happening and show you, just so you have a glimpse of what's going on. Let's just come from this angle. If you really notice, if we really notice we're actually in the neighborhood itself. Apart from the road, this portion is going gradually into the neighborhood. So there's agitation. It's quite frustrating. We understand it's frustrating. People's properties are being damaged, but that's another thing. You don't show camera towards them. They are upset once they get to see camera. I mean, the journalist is simply trying to talk to random people and the folks in the neighborhood. The anger is already there, obviously, for the fact that properties are being brought down. But at the same time, I mean, this has to go on. Obviously, this has to go on. So, I mean, from one spot to the other, every particular location you go to, there's going to be fight over why the structures are being brought down. There's police also trying to control the situation. There are police officers who are trying to control, the situation. But that's one of the owners of the properties, and he's agitating over why folks should show camera on his property while it's being brought down. Quite interesting. But I mean, that's just out of the frustration that's involved, so we expect situations like this. Excuse me. I'm giving you direct instruction to make sure nobody can anywhere near. Thank you very much. So, I mean, unfortunately, we're just showing our camera at the work that is going on, and we are being attacked by folks in the neighborhood. I mean, no one is talking to them, no one is like annoying them or asking them questions. We're trying our best to talk to people who are willing to talk to us, and we're not necessarily showing our cameras in their faces. But again, we understand the frustration is there, so obviously we'll be attacked by these folks. It's just unfortunate, but I mean, we're just literally doing our work and not necessarily embarrassing anyone or getting anyone annoyed about what's happening. We ourselves have concerns, and that's just it. We're simply doing our work. I mean, a lot of these structures, the thing about this is that the owners of these structures obviously do know that they're squatting on the portion of land that belongs to government. And I mean, come to think of it, it's obvious the Ministry of Public Works might have informed these people about being the right of way of a road construction project. So attacking people who aren't the ones breaking down your structures is just laughable. We're just media people trying to do our work. We're not the ones breaking your structures. So in fact, we're giving you the platform to talk about how you feel. Should be an opportunity for your voice to be heard, for authorities to probably hear your cry and see if they can do something about it. And again, if you're not interested to talk to us, it's just simple to say we're not interested, we don't want to talk to you. Other than attacking, media practitioners and making it look like they're the ones who are breaking down your properties. It's just quite interesting how Liberians are at times when it comes to handling issues. Just unfortunate. So with how far they've come, I think they've removed a significant portion. Up to 3 buildings have been brought down already since they started this morning. And breaking down these buildings isn't something easy, something that can be done easily. Though some of these structures do not look strong. Come speaks also to construction in Liberia. Maybe one would say because they are not on, they're on government property, so they choose not to make the structure strong. Well, you could say that. But also, some of these structures have been here for years, for ages. So, come to think of it, sure, definitely. Yeah, well, I mean, folks will keep following, keep showing you. Well, this is our work. We just have to do it. My colleague says proudly. You've got no choice, obviously. And then being attacked or being harassed by folks in the neighborhood. I mean, I think this is just a wrong placement of priorities in my mind. It's a wrong placement of priorities. The folks who are demolishing your structures are us next door. The public work folks are here. The lady is in the excavator. There's the police. You've chosen not to attack them, but you're attacking media practitioners who are simply showing what is being done. At least if the journalists are come to you and say, "Oh, can I talk to you?" or show the camera on you, fine. But you just kind of hating at them simply because they're doing their job. And I also do believe it means nothing. One thing I believe is this is the only area where they'll get attention. They obviously know it's only on the camera where when they attack you, this is where they will be seen, this is where they will get attention. So these are the only people they can pick at. But I don't get it with Liberians at times when it comes to how they handle issues. Quite unfortunate. Yes, obviously. You're right, Yasa. You're right. Don't put your camera on me, but at the same time, you're standing before the camera. Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, I pick you. Don't put camera on the pool. They won't for already. I pick you. Guys, we're still here. But basically, just to show you the work that is ongoing, this neighborhood is actually kind of hot. The folks are very annoyed. And in fact, we're trying our best to talk to folks in the neighborhood, but I mean, everyone is kind of annoyed at us. They don't want cameras on them. And we're trying to be as careful as possible. And it's understood. It's actually understood. You don't, I mean, there are folks who are frustrated about their properties being brought down, and you don't want to be showing cameras in their faces. If you find someone who is willing to talk to you, fine. Like we did in previous days, we have folks who are willing to express themselves and tell us how they feel. But right now, with the way it is, you can't talk to someone without them being so annoyed about how they want to express themselves, and we're trying to make sure we keep it peaceful. But again, the work is ongoing. For those of you who are interested in the actual work itself, I mean, I think you're seeing the lady, the operator, is doing a magnificent job by breaking down these structures. If you look right in the neighborhood here, there are, folks standing by who are witnessing this process from the road, from the end of the road, from the end of the neighborhood, the end of the road. There are folks all over the place. But again, this portion that is currently being worked on will have the largest side of the road from what it looks like. Let me recognize the pool. Wait a minute. Who is that besides this Sylvester Zilga? Recognize me in the broadcast. Sylvester Zilga, you're highly recognized. Thanks for following. Who's again? Agnes Bestman says they will be just fine. They knew this was a government land, so why are they vexed? We're trying to keep it peaceful. Edward said a painful development. In the end, it will be enjoyable. And then who else again? No, David said, I feel sorry for them, but these properties belongs to the government. Okay. And then Blama Momo says, which area is this place? This is along the St. Paul Bridge area, sir. Someone else is watching us from Central Monrovia. That's Momodu Ama. Momodu, thanks for watching. Yes, guys, thanks for following and thanks for watching us. We appreciate it. Right, so A few of these structures have already been brought down. I think we should probably go along the road in from that side. I don't know which way we can stand now that these ones have been brought down. And just to give you a little glimpse, I'll just walk you through some of the portions that have already been brought down since we just doing a random broadcast to show you the demolition process. But there you have it. Up to 3 buildings have been brought down already. And there are bystanders who are still witnessing the process from along the road, from along the from within the neighborhood. Well, we never know. It's quite frustrating, of course. For those of you leaving your comments, let's tell you. For those of you leaving your comments, we'll recognize you also. So thanks for following. But of course, yes. So like someone says, it's quite painful. But it's obvious, of course, that development itself is painful. So, I mean, this demolition will come no matter what happens. In fact, I can guarantee you now as we speak that there are places that seem to be organized that we think are okay, it's okay, nothing will ever come here, but I can guarantee you in time to come, those places will experience circumstances like this one, demolition like this one. So we just want to try and make our way on the road, but as you can see, the folks are trying their possible best. How are you, sir? Yeah, how are you? 1 second, 1 second. It's good. Good night. So I mean, folks, the work is still ongoing. We're trying to see if we can talk to a few persons who are standing by. We've spoken to several random people, but you might be familiar with this one. He will kindly introduce himself once we get to talk to him. Sir, thanks for joining us. I think you were here trying to witness this demolition yourself. It started a few months back. The public works have demolished several places in an effort to enlarge this particular route. Come to think of it, this is an international route. This place links us to Sierra Leone. And moreover, this forms part of Liberia's industrial location. There are lots of giant-sized trucks that apply this road. Cape Mount is right next door. Speaking of tourism, mining is also right next door from Bomi. This place is quite busy with economic activity. And I'm aware that this road has a huge economic potential when it comes to Liberia's development. What do you make of the effort that government is making along this route?
To be honest, I think we appreciate it. And the wish is that we'll continue to invest in infrastructure. Like you rightfully stated, the road is strategically located, especially it's in a major corridor that promotes trade. Because if you notice over the past couple of months now, I think trade between Sierra Leone and Liberia has increased significantly, and the number of people moving back and forth between Freetown. And let me say this, it's shorter to get to Monrovia from Conakry through Freetown.
Okay.
So it's not just Sierra Leone.
Sure.
So you can get to Guinea and then come that way.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I stopped by today was I wanted to see what has been happening. I've been following you guys and thank you guys for the coverage. Yeah. But I wanted to get a glimpse as to what is happening. Sure. Because some of us have been speaking about it on the radio multiple times, informing people that the Public Works Ministry will start demolishing structures along the corridor. Sure. It's going to be a folding road. So like you rightfully stated, the government has a responsibility to facilitate the movement of goods and services. So in order to make that happen, the government must be able to invest in roads, because that is how we'll be able to move this country. One of the arguments people make when in terms of our negotiation skill is that we don't have good roads, we don't have electricity. Sure. So our government is making fronted effort to making sure, like we have B Martin on this side, I think Western Cluster, a couple of other companies on this side. So opening up this road means a whole lot in terms of trade and commerce for the Liberian people. And overall, let's be honest, man. We remain one of the countries that are behind, that's currently behind Africa. And so we have massive infrastructure deficit. And so the only way we can address some of these things if we can begin to make this type of investment. And I know that it is painful. I completely feel where they're coming from. I mean, if you've stayed here for 20 years, I mean,
I almost got to that. Someone will say it's actually petty to talk about because it's obvious that you are already occupying government property. You should know within yourself. What do you make about folks who are saying people are being unfairly treated when it comes to the demolition of their properties and compensation issues? There's this conversation out there, and I'm sure you're aware.
You know, let me say this. If the government wants to build road and the government is using eminent domain and your house is on a land that belongs to you, the government must therefore compensate you. No ifs and buts about it.
Sure.
The government has a responsibility to compensate you. But the argument that the government must compensate people for occupying government land is absurd. It makes no sense, and I want the government to desist from it. Because what we see happening now, I'm being told that since the government began marking structures from Salaye to Vanjama, that even now people are currently constructing new structures along the way.
Sure.
So technically, imagine that. Because the government is going to have to pay RAP on that corridor, right?
Yes.
So people are now constructing structures on land they never had structure on. So why should we pay you for occupying government land? If the government continues to do that, what the government will be doing will be facilitating people to occupy more government land. You saw in the barrack in Makibi.
Sure.
In the barracks, 35 structures there. In Sanikole, everywhere you go, the 72nd barracks, people are occupying government land with this intention that the government must pay them. Listen, it's absurd and it's wrong. Because that's money we can use to invest in education. That's money we can use to improve healthcare. We're not paying you. You've already spent 20 years on government land free of charge. Why would you pay you for? No excuse.
Okay, obvious. What do you say to people who say the government will not clear up about it and they face a rule?
Listen, at the end of the day, people will always express these type of concerns. But I can say this, we will not come to demolish structure if we didn't mean what we want to do. And I can say to the Liberian people, it's just a matter of time. I am on record for saying President William V.S. Todman is accredited for what we now have as modern day Liberia. President Joseph Nyoma Boakai, if he does not surpass President William V.S. Todman in terms of accomplishment, infrastructure, President Boakai will surpass his boss, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and we're serious about it. And I can tell the Liberian people, I'm on radio all the time and I say this, there will be no debate come 2029, because there will absolutely be no debate, and I mean it.
Your name for those who don't know you?
For those who don't know me, this is George Lobo, but many people know me already. You know that.
Thanks a lot.
My man, thank you. I'm coming to give you. I see you people.
Okay,
Thank you for the coverage as well. At least let the Liberian people see that the government they voted for is doing what they promised to do. This is going to go as far as Port River. You guys got a long way to go because they just started. The folks, you can see folks are clearing their own things now, and this is a good sign that indeed we are committed to the promises we made to the Liberian people. We'll improve this country for them. I can assure the Liberian people. That's our promise.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's Josh Lobo. I would love to call him a political commentator. But again, you heard it from him. He made his points clear about the process, encouraging Liberians to embrace the demolition process. But the demolition continues, folks. For those of you who are watching and following, keep watching. Let's have a glimpse, as you can see. So we'll now see if we can add focus on the service. We want to see if we can add LBS Director General Eugene Lamine Fangon, who's certainly out of the country and trying to make his way on this live video to have a say. The scepter is invite. Let's see if he will join us. From wherever he's watching us from. But folks, there you have it. Let's see if we can maybe try our best. Let's go along the road, then we can shoot from that other end and show you. Go closer.
share a very rich conversation. So Tina watching fishing pig, semi corporation. Washington, Rockville, New Jersey, USA. So Benny Magazine, Benny Magazine, James Wilson said, well said, George. Evelyn Davis said, watching on Main Street on Royal Liberia. So Jeanette and Morris and watching like Iron Gate. So once again, thank you for this one. Let's share. Let's read back to the conversation. So watching and watching from my residence in Hartwell. Watching from Coca-Cola this entire process large opportunities about and was the people developing the majority. Like
If well, he just go up. Cell phone. It's yeah. Quiet, go quiet.